You'll enjoy it if you check it out. I love them together. Well, it's literally everywhere, right? The infiltration of social media into our lives, it's no secret. And according to a new Nielsen study, Twitter activity can actually increase television viewership. Eric Yaverbaum, best-selling author and president of Erico Communications, is here to talk more about this phenomenon. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Brand new Westport resident, by the way.
Welcome to Connecticut. Brand new. Connecticut proud.
Woo, good. So, okay, how big an impact is Twitter having on
well,
TV?
It's having an enormous impact. I mean, I should say that the Nielsen study, I mean, I just read recently about a case in Connecticut that makes me doubt the integrity of their data. That said, I do believe that the findings are correct. I think that there is a direct correlation between Twitter and television ratings. When people tweet during a show, we can all be social, we can all talk about the same thing, and people are doing that. And you do see, if you set up your Twitter feed to watch this, you will see a show. You'll watch the ratings increase while the tweets increase. The more tweets, the better the show.
That's probably something people didn't see coming with social media in the beginning. I think a lot of people were thinking people are going to get away from TV altogether, not necessarily enhancing their TV experience, but essentially that's what's happening with this whole second screen concept.
Well, the second screen phenomenon, I mean, it's in every living room.
It is.
Nobody watches just the TV anymore. They're text messaging, they're emailing, they're on their laptop, they're on their iPad, they're on their smartphone. Everybody is always, we're all multitasking, all of us.
Yeah.
It's in every living room across the country. So the ways in which social media integrates with what you're watching on your screen, it has a profound impact. If I like a television show, I want to talk to other people that like the television show.
It's like a community,
while it's
right?
going
It's a
on.
sense of
I mean, I
community.
found it first with sports. I mean, when I watch the Knicks or I watch the Giants, I don't know if that's okay to be a fan of the Knicks and the Giants in Connecticut.
We have some in here.
I'm not sure, but I am. But when I watch sports, I like to talk to other people watching sports or certain TV shows that like when I was a Lost addict. I loved Lost. I watched it. I couldn't wait for it to be on.
Yeah.
And gosh, and my daughter and all of her friends were always in the living room, and we would talk about it while it was going on. That just predated a little bit the fact that I could have talked to millions of people who were trying to figure out the plot lines at the same time, and we were all equally interested.
And you see on some shows, the tweets that people tweet during the show scroll on the bottom of the screen, and even if I'm not one of them tweeting, I'm still like curious, like, what does so-and-so think? They like that person, or they don't, or they want that person to win the dancing competition, whatever it is. It gives this sense of live being in it all together, and just sort of a global community, right?
That's right. And I mean, that's the interesting thing about Twitter in so many different ways. And by the way, that's just one social network, just one social medium. There's many, and there's many apps that are now coming out for the second screen experience, because it does exist. It's everywhere. So the apps let you communicate while you're watching the show with everybody else who's watching the show. But Twitter's in the lead right now.
Yeah, and it makes sense that ratings go up as a result of that relationship.
Well, you know what? If 1 million people are talking about a show at the same time, more people are going to change their channel and watch the show too.
Yeah, you feel like you're missing out.
Absolutely.
So, and if you do miss out, on demand, recorded television, DVR, that, I often wonder like how TV shows ever get ratings anymore, because isn't the whole world just on demanding?
You have to wonder, and you can look to the future, because that is the future. The future of television is most likely DVR, which means none of us will ever watch a commercial when we're watching television again. Another, what I think is a flaw in that data, is it doesn't take into account everybody who's already doing that, because it's already started.
Oh, it definitely has, and it's so nice to be able to just fast forward past those commercials. Advertisers they're gonna have to get clever, because they have to come up with a new way to catch our attention.
They do. That's why they're looking at the second screen, and they're trying to figure out how do we get everybody's attention if we can't get their attention with commercials. How do we get, because you need the advertisers, you need the sponsors, you need the money that goes along with it. Absolutely.
Eric, thanks so much. Now that you're close, and we know you are, we want you to come back in.
Anytime you want me.
With social media changing every second, there's going to be lots to talk about. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, we have to talk about the weather, though, right now. Not a great hair day, Bob.
No. Well, I don't have much to worry about there. As far as the weather, we've got lots of